Previously on All My Children.
You tell me that our baby girl is going to be happy and strong, then that's good enough for me.
I'm gonna have to accept every word that comes out of Alex's mouth.
Yes, why not?
I just don't trust the woman.
Making love right now would be like you taking a drink. No one solve anything. I wouldn't be able to respect myself for taking advantage of
a slut.
Hey, Haley. Do you have time to talk for a second?
End of discussion.
What?
You're checking up on me. I'm going to my meetings and staying sober.
No, I'm here. I just dropped Jillian off for her volunteer duty.
Oh, so you thought you'd get your charity work in too?
Look, volunteering helps Jillian deal with Dimitri's death. All right, Edmund asked her to stay back at Wildwood for a while to stay close to Eugenia. I think it's helping her too.
Well, Dimitri's death broadsided all of us.
Yeah, it did. But for Jillian and her family, I think it's true. Tragedy brings people closer together.
As in you and Jillian are on your way to a happy reunion courtesy of Dimitri's death and there's no room at the inn? That's fine. I'll keep my problems and my lips to myself. Okay? Hi.
Hey.
You look a little fired up there.
Oh, I saw this amazing documentary last night, Streetwise. Filmmaker followed a group of street kids around Seattle. It was raw.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll get it and watch it tonight.
You know what? There's some things you just cannot learn in class.
I bet you took a bunch of film courses, huh?
Yeah, but I think it's better to try stuff in your own.
Yeah, so did you have a lot of classes with Greenlee?
Film's big in UCLA.
I can imagine. She seems really sophisticated.
She's okay. Hey, could you plug in that cord?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, I think we're set. All we need is our cast.
Well,
Right on cue.
More cinema verite.
You betcha. Now, remember, just forget about the camera. Act like we're not here. Think of real life on MTV. You know, where people live their lives, but with the camera rolling.
MTV.
MTV.
I'm afraid I'm a little bit more like Mom TV. It's pretty tame stuff. Oh.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah. My stomach just growled.
Oh.
I must be hungry. It's time for lunch.
I've got just the thing.
Ooh, what's on the menu?
The best tuna sandwich you've ever had.
Need some help?
I'll be right back.
Need some help?
Oh, well, are you good at chopping celery?
I can sure learn.
Okay.
Be right back.
Okay. Oh, boys, these cards are everywhere.
Now, there are symptoms that by themselves would mean nothing, okay? But because of your condition, they could be indicative of something even greater. Fever, back pain, dizziness. Now, all of these things could point to kidney failure.
David, you don't have
Listen to me. If you experience any of these things, even for one moment, you are to contact me immediately. Do you understand?
Hey, baby.
Ah. Hello.
Hello.
Sailor. What you got there?
Agua. By my calculations, you're about a quart low.
Is this your version of water torture?
No, we are a team, remember?
Yes, indeed.
How you feeling?
Good.
Great.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Come on. Down the hatch.
You're gonna watch me?
Why not? I like to watch.
Bottoms up.
Stella, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you seen Edmund?
He's upstairs reading a story to Maddie before a nap.
Okay.
That looks official.
Tis.
Is it the report on Mr. Merrick from the hospital? The one you told Mr. Gray about?
Yeah.
He's expecting it. Does it say what killed him? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be nosy. It's just, he wasn't sick or anything. This just came out of nowhere.
I understand. Well, the report says that it was a cerebral incident.
It sounds like an old-fashioned stroke to me. It's odd, isn't it, for someone his age?
He was young. Too young. It wasn't a stroke, it was an aneurysm.
But, I mean, it just seems like they could have done something to save him with all the medical miracles you hear about nowadays.
Yeah, well, there's a chance that extracranial to intracranial bypass could have saved him, but the morbidity factor was just too great.
Well, it sounds just like Mrs. Gray, all that medical mumble jumble. Mrs. Gray was a doctor, one of those neurosurgeons.
Satisfied?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I think you deserve a reward.
Ooh, you gonna give me little gold stars every time I finish a glass of water?
No, but I seem to remember promising you a daily massage.
Ooh, yes.
Delicious.
But don't you have to go to work? You don't want to be late?
Are you trying to get rid of me?
No, of course
Please, I
not.
started to hurt my feelings. Like, come on, turn around, get ready for the best massage you've ever had. Doctor's orders.
Okay.
And inhale. Yes, yes, excellent. Breathe into the pain.
Oh, honey.
Yes. Oh, it doesn't hurt that bad.
How
Come on.
wonderful.
Oh, yes.
My very own magic fingers. You know what? I have an idea. Why don't we do this tonight? We'll do it tonight when we have like flickering candles and the boys will be sleeping and maybe with some warm oil and stuff like that.
I like the way you think. I'm going to work.
Okay, all right.
Behave.
Okay, you too. Bye. So you're back already?
Call me after your appointment.
I will. Go, Scoot. Dixie, did you want a sandwich? Oh, so it's true. What?
My mother told me that she could tell she was pregnant because her back would always start hurting.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's just a little thing. I just tweaked it when I was trying to pick up the boys' training cards.
Oh, well, I can make you a poultice in 2 seconds if you want.
Oh, that's so nice of you. I know that worked wonders for Ted's back, but I'm fine. You know, I just need to lie down for a minute. Oh, hey, did you put any pickle relish in that tuna fish salad?
Of course.
Can you save some for me?
You got it.
Thank you.
Haley, you got this all wrong.
No, I don't think so. I think you got your hands full with Jillian. You don't need me showing up on your doorstep every time I have a crisis. Poor you. You have 2 women throwing themselves at you. Unfortunately, you got one crying on each shoulder. Some kind of menage a trois, huh?
Come on, Haley, there's no reason.
Boy, you think I'd learn by now.
What?
Deja friggin' vu, man. Every time I turn around, I got Mateo first juggling me and Raquel, and that was a smack in my face. And now I got you with Jillian and me. Please, you set me straight. I know. I'm the third wheel from hell.
If you just calm down for a
You don't have
second.
to worry about me. I'm not going to interfere with whatever you've got going on with Jillian.
We'll just go somewhere and we'll talk about this.
Excuse me, I just want to
please.
excuse myself from your life.
Haley, I'm just trying to help
I am
you.
late for my meeting. And I don't need your help anymore.
You okay?
Do I look okay?
Sorry for the delay. Since our speaker didn't show, I'll open the meeting. Does anyone have a burning desire to share?
I have a very good memory. And all that medical jargon was just a direct quote from Dr. Silbert. When he gave me the hospital report, he explained Dimitri's cause of death, and I just made some notes in the margin. Want to see it?
May I?
Of course.
Is it all here? Mm-hmm. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to fax this to Dr. Martin.
Yeah, of course.
Brooke.
Hi. Listen, excuse me for barging in. I'm on a deadline, and when that happens, my manners go right out the window. So, how are you, Alex?
I'm good. It's nice to see you.
Brooke, you know you're welcome anytime.
I'll leave you two alone.
Actually, yeah, I'd like to speak to you.
Me?
You remember I mentioned to you I'm writing a story on Dimitri for Tempo's next issue.
Yeah.
Well, I would very much value your input if you have a couple minutes.
Oh, I wish I could, but I spent more time last night driving and walking rather than sleeping, and my mind's a little fuzzy.
Alex, I know you're very tired, but I'd really appreciate it if you could work with Brooke. The Tempo tribute means a lot to everyone who loved Dimitri.
Yes. All right.
You're sure?
Yeah.
Thanks, Alex. If you need anything, coffee, tea, or anything, just ask Stella. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to fax this to Dr. Joe.
I really appreciate your helping out with this. Okay, I think we can get started. So, what can you tell me about Alexandra Devane?
How'd you know my maiden name?
Oh, well, Jackson Montgomery. He saw it on your marriage license.
Of course. I just think of myself as Alexandra Marek now.
So, where shall we begin?
I'm still dealing with my husband taking off with his ex-wife, as if things weren't rotten enough. I have this so-called friend who is playing vodka cop everywhere I go. You know, there he is. You know, he's made it his mission in life to try to save me from myself, whether I want him to or not. And so we're at this funeral, and I see him taking a sip of my drink to make sure it's water, and he doesn't get it, you know. Only I can stop me from drinking. And, I just want him to get out of my face and give me a little space, but he won't. He's always there with his, puppy dog eyes looking at me, all concerned. And I don't know whether to slap him or kiss him. I don't know who I think I'm kidding, you know. He's probably the best friend I ever had. You know, when my husband took off, I didn't pick up, but it was almost as ugly because I went to this guy's place, and I had something to prove. And, you know, I tried to numb the pain. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. And he was smarter than I was, fortunately, and saw that I was coming unglued, and he put the kibosh to the whole thing. And how do I thank him? I punish him. I really think I need to review my steps.
With enemies like that, huh? So what are you gonna do about this guy?
The only thing I can do, listen to my heart.
Stuart and Marion must be having a blast in England. Winter Palace, Piccadilly Circus, and Big Ben. I wish I could see it.
Well, if Marion's in charge of the schedule, the only thing they're going to be seeing is the inside of Harrods.
I hear it's a fabulous store.
But they don't have tuna sandwiches like these.
You like?
I like.
Good. How about mine? This bread's much better.
Playing with your food.
How are you feeling?
Much better. Like I could leap tall buildings in a single bound. Right.
I'd like to get that on video.
Ah, but you can't. Because I'm going to David Hayward's office for my visit, or I'll be late.
You won't miss me much, will you?
I'm sure we'll find something to do. Like, stashing video cameras around your house.
Yeah, go for that candid camera feel.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, a little shower cam. Dad'll love that when he's in the buff. All right, see you later.
See you.
Bye.
She's so cool, huh?
She is the best. Oh, hold on. Hello?
Hi, Becca, it's Tad. Did Dixie leave her appointment yet?
Yeah, but I can catch her if you want.
Listen, I left a pile of videotapes around. Do you see them?
Oh, yes, they're on the ping pong table.
Okay, terrific. I'm gonna send an intern over to pick them up, okay?
Okay, we'll be here. Bye.
What's up?
Tad was calling to say that he's sending an intern over to pick up the tapes, but I think he was just checking on Dixie.
When two people in love, there's nothing they won't do for each other. No sacrifice is too great. What?
Has anyone ever told you that you sound like your Uncle Adam? When two people love each other, no sacrifice is too great.
Say it isn't so.
You'd fit right in at those British tea parties you're always making fun of.
Is there any hope for me?
I think so. Possibly.
What do you have in mind?
Oh, just trust me.
Okay. Why?
Oh, Brooke, I'm really not good at talking about myself.
It's not going to be torture, I promise you. All right, well, listen, Alex, if it would make you feel a little more comfortable, why don't we talk about your life with Dimitri?
Good, yes, right.
So how did you and Dimitri meet?
It was a blind date, of all things. I swore I'd never have one of those.
Yes, Edmund actually mentioned the blind date. So, I have to agree with you also. Blind dates can be horrible.
Awful.
Were you ever married before you met Dimitri?
He was the love of my life.
In other words, you hit it off immediately? It was love at first sight?
I think that we just both realized we shared so many interests together. Passions, really.
Like?
Horses. I was hoping maybe I could get to ride Maximilian today.
I wanted to ask you one thing. Had you made plans to settle here in Pine Valley?
Nothing was really settled.
Another thing, I realize I don't know anything about your career. What do you do?
Oh, recently I have been helping my mother to develop a line of software for internet appliances.
Aha. So a computer whiz.
No. That's strictly my mother's department. She lives the life of the mind, you know, as you say. She has very little patience for such trivialities as being paid for her genius, or eating, for that matter. That's where I come in.
Sounds like quite a character, your mother.
Yeah, she is.
Great. You know, I need a pen. I've just run out with this one. Can you excuse me for 1 second?
I have to meet her.
Well, don't be surprised if she just gives you a pat on the back and makes you a cup of tea. Honestly, she lives in another realm, my mother. Up there with Einstein and Heisenberg and Fermi.
And Gates.
No, that's all recreational to her. I mean, it's not what really matters.
What does really matter?
You. You do. You matter. And if we're dreaming?
Say dream on.
A child with you.
All right, a new pen. I'm sorry for the interruption. Alex.
All My Children will be back in a moment, here on ABC.
I'm really sorry if this upset you. I am.
Oh, I'm not the sort that usually breaks down. Can we do this another time?
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Excuse me.
You know, she really is a lovely person. I think she's suffering, too, because of Dimitri's death.
How'd the interview go?
Oh, well, you know, what there was of it. You know, they met on a blind date. Her mother's a computer whiz. They, you know, both loved riding horses. That was one of their passions.
That's it? What did Alex say about herself?
Well, not a lot of information. I mean, she answered my questions, but not a lot of information.
She seems to have a talent for that.
You know, I'd love to speak to her again, but I'm on this deadline, and, you know, if I don't get this done, I'm not going to get the story on Dimitri in the next issue.
You know, there is a way to get the info you need for your article without Alex's input.
What are you saying? Unidentified sources?
Dixie,
Hello.
how you feeling?
Fine. Better than fine.
Good. Watching your diet? Keeping your stress level low?
Oh, yes. It's much easier now that Tad has decided he wants the baby.
What happened?
I don't know. It's like he did a complete 180. I mean, you remember before, he was so afraid about how this pregnancy would affect my health, he didn't want to give the baby a chance.
And now?
Now, he's a father-to-be in overdrive.
Hi, Ma.
Hiya, darling.
What are you doing here?
Well, I heard a rumor that Liza was bringing Colby into work today, so I thought I would stop by and see my grandchild.
Just happened to be in the neighborhood, huh?
Something like that, yes.
Something like that. Dad ratted me out, didn't he?
Oh. Well, he did warn me to watch out for flying catalogs if I was in your vicinity.
Have a seat, you're fine. This office is a no-fly zone.
I also, I talked to Opal. Honey, I am really very, very worried about you.
Nothing ever changes. I guess parents always worry about their kids, don't they?
One of the facts of life.
Yeah, well, I'm getting a head start because I'm worried about mine before she's even born.
Sweetheart, given the circumstances, that's a perfectly normal reaction.
Given the circumstances. It's ironic, Ma, you know? All I wanted... I just want this thing to be over, you know? Scott's made Dixie and I the subject of this video project he's working on. We're supposed to be his happy ending, right? And the sad thing is, all I want to do is just fast forward the tape. Skip over the next year, you know, make sure there's no surprise endings, no cliffhangers, no plot twists, nothing like that. I just want there to be a proud papa, a healthy mama, 2 boys, and a little baby girl that's well on the way to being a tomboy.
It's a lovely picture.
Yeah, it is. And I want it so bad, I'm almost willing to forget that Dixie is risking her life.
I won't bite, I promise. Can we talk?
Okay, this first one is called Tree. To balance, pick a focal point, makes it a lot easier. You want to try it?
All right. Here goes nothing.
Okay,
Okay.
put your leg up. Well, now breathe, breathe up. Stand up tall, put your arms above your head. Come on, pick a focus. Oh, nope, nope. Wait, no, no. What are you staring at?
Focusing. See, I broke my concentration. You do that a lot.
Oh, down dog.
Hey, it was a compliment.
No, downward facing dog is a movement.
Ah.
Lay on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Put your arms about right here.
Right.
Push your sits bone up.
Uh-huh.
Try and put your heels down. Stretch out your back.
You know, I think yoga might be more fun to watch than to do.
Maybe we should stop talking and just move.
Okay.
Do you want to try another one?
Sure.
Okay. This is called the triangle.
Right.
Make sure that you're in good form. Hips forward. Put your arms out. And you're gonna go towards your foot. Make sure that your hips stay forward. And look up at your thumb.
Okay.
And stretch.
So, how exactly is turning my body inside out gonna make me relaxed?
A relaxed body means a relaxed mind.
Ah, and that's gonna make me more fun.
You're already fun.
Just too serious, too Uncle Adam.
No, there's nothing wrong with being serious. I wouldn't change anything about you.
Ah.
Except for your breathing.
Ah, yes, I'm a mouth breather.
No, in yoga, you learn to be very conscious of your breathing, be connected. And this is the basic abdominal breathing.
Okay.
So you're gonna breathe in through your nose, and push your abdominals out, and then blow it out into your back. We'll do it again, through your nose, out through your back, through your nose. I forgot. That must be the intern that Tad sent over to pick up the tapes. Practice.
Planting the lip lock on you and then lashing out when you slammed on the brakes, it's classic alcoholic behavior at its finest.
Well, you just found out Mateo went to Texas with Raquel. You freaked out. You don't need to apologize.
Yes, I do. I really made a mess of things.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I'm being truthful with myself. I was so afraid that that kiss on the beach would ruin our friendship, and I am doing that all by myself. You've been nothing but a friend to me, Ryan. With a good dose of guardian angel on the side. And what do? I just act out and then blast you, because it is so much easier for me to blame you for what I did, rather than figure out why I did it.
You needed a friend.
Friends don't use friends. You know, I was so caught up in the world of me, you know, my pain and my suffering, my grief. I am just like my mother.
You're not your mother, Haley. And you didn't come here to hurt me, and you didn't come here to hurt Mateo.
Yeah? Then why did I come here?
So Dad told me I should try to have a little bit of Dixie's faith, instead of spending all my time living in my fear. So I figured, if you can't beat him, you know, join him. So I've been laughing, joking, I've been everything but a cheerleader for pom-poms. But I can't help myself, Ma, you know. Last night while Dixie was asleep, I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, wondering what kind of husband and father I am. Opal swears that there's no Ray Gardner in me, but sometimes I wonder if she's wrong.
Oh, come on now. You are not Ray Gardner. Do you remember when Jenny came back into your life? She was like a wounded bird, and you were so tender with her, so sweet. It's not in you to turn your back on somebody who needs you.
I was at my best when I was being a big brother to Jenny. You know, I want that for Jamie and for Junior. I want to know what it's like to have a baby sister, somebody they can protect, you know, spoil, and torment every once in a while. Because, you know, she'd have to learn to like frogs.
Oh, yeah, right. You know, I've watched you grow from a troubled little boy into a man of integrity and wisdom and courage. Why don't you trust yourself more? What's going on here?
Because I still feel like a troubled little boy. Because I can't forget the facts and live in the happily ever after. I feel so guilty, Ma. I feel so hard-hearted.
Tell me this, honey. If Dixie's health weren't at stake, how would you feel about this baby?
Have to ask? Well, right now I'd probably be hoping she gets Dixie's nose and not mine. Dixie's hair. Dixie's eyes. And I would probably teach her how to make a wish on an evening star, rock her to sleep, and then watch her for hours while she does. I'd be willing to do anything to slay all of her dragons.
Darling, don't you see you already love her?
Not if it means losing Dixie.
Tad, listen to me. It is okay for you to love this baby. Now, you just trust yourself and your trust in Dixie. And soon you'll realize that behind your fears, you really are the man that you want to be.
How is it that you and Dad always make it sound so easy?
Well, I don't know. We have faith in you and in Dixie. How is she, by the way?
Oh, she's fine, as far as I know.
What do you mean, as far as you know?
Well, Ma, she wants this baby very badly. I mean, she's willing to do whatever it takes. So sometimes I'm out of the loop.
Well, she knows what's at stake, sweetheart. She's perfectly willing to fight for your child and for you. She loves you. She loves you both too much to lose you.
It means so much to me to have Tad happy about this baby. And I think you're responsible.
Well, I've performed some miracles in my time, but I don't think I can take credit for Tad's attitude change.
Oh, well, why not? Whatever you said to him caused a complete turnaround.
Well, whatever the reason, I'm glad you have his support. Did you tell him about your regimen of diet and exercise?
To the letter?
Good. I think the more informed Tad is, the better off you'll both be.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have my own reasons for telling him, believe me. You know, some men play golf. Tad worries. So, whatever I can do to ease his mind.
I can understand that, Dixie. But right now, all I'm concerned about is you. Now, I can't stress this strongly enough. If you experience any of the signs of kidney failure that we discussed, fever, back pain, dizziness, we're going to have to rethink this pregnancy.
Oh, and listen, I'm going to be fine, okay? Now that Tad and I are together on this, I'll be great. I mean, he's a maniac, you know? I mean, if he had his way, I would drink 8 glasses of water before breakfast. And he loves the whole massage thing. I don't know, it's as if he looked at the worst-case scenario and he's just decided to have faith.
Okay, but remember, one day at a time,
Oh,
all right?
all right. Will you stop with the frowning and be happy for me?
More than you know.
So, am I excused? Can I...
No, I have to run a blood test first.
Is there something wrong with me?
No, simply routine. You might as well get used to it, okay?
Okay.
But I have to check with the lab first, so you just stay right here. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay. If you experience any of the signs of kidney failure that we discussed, fever, back pain, dizziness, we're going to have to rethink this pregnancy.
Tad, Mr. Martin, sent me over to pick up the tapes.
Oh, well, they're right in here on the ping pong table.
Scott, since when do you do yoga?
Since about 15 minutes ago.
All the hip celebrities do it.
Oh, now there's a reason.
Yeah, it's fabulous for your skin and body. And it has great sexual benefits as well.
What are you doing?
Adjusting your hips. They're too far forward. You could hurt your back. How does that feel?
I think my first yoga class is over. So, when do I get to Ohm?
Oh, well, we'll save that for next time.
I can't say for sure why you came here, but I know I was glad when I saw you waiting for me.
You were glad?
Haley, I wasn't in a haze, and I wasn't acting out when I kissed you on the beach.
You're my friend. And when I kissed you, you were trying to give me what you thought I wanted. And your common sense, which I don't have, kicked in and stopped us from doing something we'd both regret.
You talk too much. You know that? What about what I want?
Okay. I'm listening.
I think there's something else going on. And, I think we should talk about it. Don't you?
David, forgot I have to pick up Jamie and Junior from camp. We'll reschedule soon. Dixie.
This feels very underhanded.
Brooke, we do this kind of research all the time.
No, we don't. Not when it's with people that we're involved with personally.
Brooke, you're a reporter on a deadline. This is a legitimate tool when the direct route is unavailable.
Oh, well, thank you for giving me the excuse that I need. I still feel sleazy. That's weird.
Yeah. A series of articles on Alexander Devane, but access has been denied.
I've never had that happen before.
The articles are a matter of public record, but it's going to take a little legwork, a little bit of time to get these kind of obscure articles.
Great. Time I don't have a lot of. Listen, I'm going to have to go ahead with this story on Dimitri because otherwise it's not going to make the next issue.
Fine, okay, but if you don't mind, I'm going to work on this myself and see what I come up with.
All right, you'll share?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, of course. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't say anything to Alex.
You're doing a background check behind her back? That's invading her privacy.
Just don't think of it as a background check. Just think of it as doing biographical research.
Well, you're not doing it because you have any interest in what I'm writing.
Brooke, this woman just came into my world, and my brother is dead. Now I have a right to know who the hell Alexander Devane really is.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
On the next All My Children.
Have you ever slept with a woman on the first date?
Tell me what's going on with you and Haley.
There's a lot more to this than just physical attraction.
Come on, sweetheart, it's gonna be okay.
Do you need help?
Tonight, take 11 kids from 4 countries and 3 biological children stir in one father and one mother. Is this a family? Step into a brave new world on Nightline in prime time. ABC tonight.